I remember my first days working with shelter. We were working in a community like this one, and I remember going back to the hotel with the Canadian team. The team leader asked me if I was okay, and I said to him, I didn't know that some of my people were living in such a terrible condition like this one, especially so close to my home. It broke my heart that day. Today, I work with Shelter as part of the Family Connections team. I love working with the families who will be getting new homes. My job is to help them through the entire process. We start working with the families months before teams come to build. When COVID hit in March 2020 and team trips were canceled, our shelter team here in El Salvador continued to build more homes. The one thing that I heard from the families over and over again was that they really missed the teams from North America. They felt like they were missing out. When teams come, it makes them feel loved and valued. This is part of the good news that the teams bring. Clearly, the families love to have a new home, but they feel remembered and cared for when the teams come. This is just important in fighting poverty as a new home.
Last meeting, we talked about the different views there are about poverty. Here are some of the ways that North Americans tend to think of poverty.
Hungry, sick, homeless, begging, no clean water, unemployed, no health care, penniless, vulnerable.
But then we found out that those living in poverty described it differently. We saw that people living in poverty talked about the emotional impact and how it affects their mindset and self-worth. Here are some of the quotes we heard.
Uno no hay que ponerse a decir yo soy pobre, ¿va? Porque a veces Dios le ayuda a uno. Y si uno se pone, yo soy pobre porque yo no puedo, ahí está que uno entre más dice aquello, más se va para abajo, más para abajo.
No tener a veces un 5 para darle a nuestros hijos es un sentimiento bien grande.
No creer en Dios, no tener la certeza de que Él sí derrama bendiciones sobre nosotros. Pobreza, como digamos, espiritual.
We learned that poverty is not just about lack of wealth or resources. Poverty is also about people feeling a lack of worth, value, and dignity. It is a feeling of hopelessness. So this is why we need you to come and connect with these families. When we go and work together with the families who are receiving homes, when we laugh together, cry together, and pray together, that makes all the difference. You could just send the money and they will still get a house. But that is nothing compared to you coming and pouring out love onto the people in the community. The real testimony, real love, is shown by being there with them.
So how do we get prepared relationally? We want to help you before you come. Here are some relationships you will encounter. Community members. You will have the opportunity to work with the families who are receiving the homes and others from the community who are helping to build. Communication may be difficult because of the language barrier, but you can enjoy this. Put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone, and try to communicate as best as you can. You may feel like you are making a fool of yourself, but this can break the ice as you laugh together at your attempts. The build leader is there to teach you a skill or two that you can do on the very first house. Then you can take that skill and invite a Salvadorian to help you complete that task. Working side by side is the best way that you get to know someone else and to show that you care. Kids connect. It's easy to build relationship with kids and have fun together. Take some time to play with the kids that are around. Have a bag of games or activities prepared. Ladies connect. Consider treating the ladies to manicures or pedicures. Nothing brings more smiles and laughter than when trying to communicate with the ladies as you pamper them. North American team. Plan to get to know new people on your team. You will be sharing a powerful experience with them. When you are in El Salvador, you're spending 24/7 together, so it's important to get along. The great thing is that when you share an experience like this, you have a lot to talk about and stories to share from each day. Come with the mentality of being a servant, jumping when you see that there is somewhere you can help. Shelter team. As a team, you're a part of a much bigger picture. You are part of a long-term mission because of the presence and commitment in El Salvador by Shelter. When you get to El Salvador, you will meet the Shelter team. We are the ones who are preparing in advance for you to come, and we will be working alongside you the entire time. We are all one big team. We're looking forward to meeting you and getting to know you. We hope that you feel the same way. Let's get to know each other. Missionary family. Stuart and Carrie McAllister have been full-time living in El Salvador for over 10 years and are committed to the vision and mission of Shelter. If the opportunity arises, find ways to engage with them and their kids. They are an awesome family. God. When we serve others and give of ourselves sacrificially, then we're living in a way that is bringing God's kingdom to earth. This means that we are working to bring a better life to those in need. We show God's love by showing up. And this is ultimately why we do all this, to show love and care. Being part of this mission is being part of God's plan and being part of God's story. Take time to explore what it means to have a relationship with God. This is an opportunity to find out how you can connect to God's love in a way that will enrich your life.
That's a lot of relationships, and that's a lot to think about. Let's review some of the practical ways to build relationships, to find new friends, and to have a great experience. Get out of your comfort zone and try to communicate even with the language difference. Be intentional in getting to know new people. That can take courage. Prepare to be a servant. The thought of building relationships can be stressful, but I assure you it's not once you get here. It's actually fun, full of laughter, and full of joy. Let's face it, you are coming down here with the hope of being a blessing to each other and the people you meet. We bless others, not just with the gift of a new house, but also with the gift of working with them, loving them, and giving them dignity. Many of you may be super excited to come and build houses, and that is so important. But please don't come down here and miss out the blessing that comes from relationships.